Nice. I think if you make it to your masters from LFL, I think you can always win the final. I think this region has a bigger advantage than the other ones.
Today is Wednesday, the 7th of February, and I'm with Keduii today. A big win against Carmine Corp Blue. How are you doing after this game?
I'm doing good, very good. It was a crazy game, so maybe a bit exhausted. But those 40 minutes, they were worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the match was really back and forth. It looked like Carmine Corp was a bit in the lead first, and then they kind of lost control of the map. You got an Asher, and then they got an Asher again, and it was just completely back and forth. But you stood tall the entire game on your Ezreal. Pretty good performance today. How are you feeling about that?
I think we had a easy draft, so I think we could have made this game very much faster, but there were a lot of fuck-ups from us, but also sometimes from them, so the game was just very random. Sometimes they win, sometimes we lose, and I just think I played okayish. It's not so easy to play to 100% on LAN because there's too much going on, so I'm just happy we won. So
and what atmosphere in the room, right, with the entire crowd, and I mean especially Carmine Corp fans obviously are very loud as well. How did it feel playing in front of this crowd, and maybe did you like a bit silencing the Carmine Corp crowd?
I mean, they were still chanting until the end, you could hear them the whole time. Also when they were losing. And it's my first time playing against them offline on a big stage. Before I was always playing them online. So I'm very happy that this is a win actually, that I beat them offline.
I mean, you've been the GOAT of the Prime League before as well, won quite a few times I think. And now you're joining the LFL, it's probably quite a big step. How do you see this rise to the LFL for your career? Is the end goal for you still the LEC maybe, or
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was hoping I could go to LEC from Prime League the years before, but I mean, I don't need to lie. The level of Prime League is way below the level of LFL, and even when I joined LFL, I still got surprised by how strong all the teams are. I feel like it's really hard to already see who goes playoffs, because there's, in my opinion, at least 8 teams that would, for example, be a number 1 contestant in Prime League. So I don't know. It's very crazy, but it's an important step, and I'm happy I have it with BDS and this team, because in my opinion this is the best team I've ever been in, so I think we have the chance to win it all, so I'm just happy to be in LFL.
And I mean, it's also a very comfortable roster for you, because you are playing again with Genax, which you've been playing with in SK Gaming Prime last year, and also Rieker and Arvinder as well, who you played with Big, I think, back in the day. How do you feel with this roster in general? Are you comfortable, I guess, with every players?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I knew them all very well. I'm especially happy with my support Paros. I think he's insanely good. So just sucks that he can't be with us here today. But it's full comfortable lineup. Obviously, it was not like my plan to always play with German people in my team. I would have also been down to play with people from other nationalities, but I just knew what I would get in BDS because of the players I've already played with. So it's just comfortable, I guess, to be here.
Yeah, and I mean tomorrow as well you have a bit of a brotherhood war in a way. I mean, you're playing against Prime, right, with Team Go as well, who was your previous bot lane partner under SK Prime. How are you feeling towards this?
I mean, I love this guy. I fully enjoyed the 1 year I played with him. I think he is also in a strong team with Team GO. I'm very happy that we all got another strong team, and that we even can compete against each other in the LFL is super cool. And then even on knees against each other. So it's gonna be a very fun matchup. I will be very hyped to it.
And how are you enjoying Nice so far, by the way? How's the weather compared to Germany as well? Or?
I mean, it's better, yeah. It's it feels like a vacation place, I mean, it probably is one, but I mean, I like it a lot here. We didn't see a lot yet. We are mostly just waiting for our games, watching the other teams, which is really crazy, being in the venue, watching the games. So we're not outside that much, but it's looking good.
Have you had time a bit to talk with the fans as well in general in the crowd?
Not that much, no, not really. We are really just as a unit the whole time, watching the games, and obviously like preparing the whole time for our matches, because this game we just played was a very important one, also for the standings, right?
Yeah, I mean you're 4-3 right now. Maybe you had a bit of a underperformance in the first few weeks. How do you feel towards this? What do you think you guys improved to reach this level?
I think we are all very good individually. I feel like sometimes we are just lacking that instinct to go harder, to play more aggressive, which maybe we've shown again today. Like I think it's one of our biggest weaknesses, that we are just like not actively playing to do something. So that was the weakness that we also showed in the losses. But it's something that we are working on. Like we realized it very early, so that's pretty good, and we're just working every day to get better at this.
Yeah, and I mean today I think this game was a big display of how strong your macro was compared to Carmine Corp, because you kind of like made them run around a bit, especially after that first Nasher, I think, and you just got a lot of advantage. Do you think this is maybe like a strong point of the team in general?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think both teams like did this. You know, both teams are running each other after on the map at different stages of the game. Like one time it was mega lost for us, then it was mega lost for them again. And I don't think this game was that good from both sides. You know, I think we would have both played way better. But I think beating a team like K-Corp is insane for us, because it gives us the confidence that we can win it all.
Now that you're 4-3, tomorrow taking Team Go, as we already said, how are you confident about the playoff chances of your team in general?
I mean, as I said, there's so many good teams in the league that even getting to playoffs is already something that you can be happy with.
Yeah.
So I think it's still not 100% sure that we are in playoffs yet. But I mean, yeah, we are one of the teams that are obviously aiming to win it all. So we need to first get in playoffs, and I think we will do it. I'm very confident that we'll be in the playoffs, and we will also be just winning more in general the next few weeks, I think.
Then hot take, are we seeing you guys at the EMEA Masters, the splits?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah? Okay, nice. And do you think that you guys will have what it takes to face off against teams from other ERLs as well?
Yes,
over there?
100%.
Nice.
I think if you make it to EO Masters from LFL, I think you can always win the final. Like I think this region has a bigger advantage than the other ones.
Okay, just last question as well. Prior to this week, how have the scrims of the team been going in general? Has today been a bit indicative of the results, or not really?
If I'm honest, we are winning. Like we are stomping every team in scrims. Is like stupid to say, but I don't think there's any team that has stopped us yet in scrims. We didn't scrim K-Corp yet, so from what I hear, they're also doing very well in scrims. Yeah. But if we are showing our scrim performance to our in-game performance, then I feel like we are the best team by far. But that is a long road to get to, because we are still having a lot of issues in competitive games. Yeah. But the scrims have been going insane.
All right, well, that's pretty much it for the questions. Do you have anything you want to say to the fans, maybe even your supporters, if you want to say anything in German, I don't know.
I mean, I'm just very happy that there were so many people today here. This was my first time in such a big arena, and seeing so many people like actually watch your game is crazy, because usually you see the online numbers, which you can't really judge how much it is, but now you actually realize how many people are watching your games, you know. So I'm very happy that like everyone who came to Nice today, like I'm very happy for them.
Thank you very much. I wish you very good luck against Team Go tomorrow, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.